Good afternoon, my name is Niko, host of the political radio show Mikasa Sukasa. And as I was on the way to work today, I finally got a chance to watch the video that everyone had been talking about, Elizabeth Warren and Cenk. And once again, Elizabeth Warren proves why she is not exactly who we think she is. Here, take a look.
So if, for example, Bernie Sanders were to run again, if you're not running, would you support him?
You know, I don't know where we'll be in 2020. It's a long time off. I supported and helped Bernie long before I ever thought I'd be in politics. I used to go up, went up to do town halls with Bernie to talk about what was happening to working families. I used to call in on Bernie's when he had a radio show for a period of time. But I don't know where we'll be in 2020. I don't think Bernie knows where we'll be in 2020. So I don't know what Bernie's going to do, and I don't want to be in a position to push Bernie to do anything. What I see right now really is that as Democrats, as progressives, we can't make politics a once every 4-year thing. It has got to be an everyday thing. Donald Trump has not been in office, what, 150 days yet? It's less than that. He's got a long, long time to go, or at least the Republicans do. Republican majority in the House, Republican majority in the Senate. The way I see it is, man, we got to be all in on the fights that are occurring right now, the things they're doing right now. I worry because it's healthcare, because it's this budget. I worry about what's happening over the Environmental Protection Agency. I worry about what's happening at the Department of Education, and how we need to exercise oversight. And I want to use oversight not just in a technical Washington sense, but in a democratic, small d democratic sense, that we watch, that we ask our government, we demand that our government be responsive to us. But that means being focused on the fights that are in front of us right now. We cannot sit back and just start the speculation on what's going to happen.
Now, I don't want to be too hard on Elizabeth Warren, but I do want to establish the facts. Elizabeth Warren was more than willing to and fully prepared to throw Bernie Sanders under the bus again. She had a chance to apologize for what she did by not endorsing Bernie Sanders and instead endorsing someone who supposedly represents the total opposite of everything that Elizabeth Warren stands for. And instead, she decided to dance around it and say, this is exactly what the Republicans want. I'm just happy that I was part of the Democrat, blah, 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 blah. I don't care about that, Elizabeth Warren. What I want to know is, given the opportunity, would you at least learn from your lessons and do the right thing next time? And what she pretty much told us without actually telling us is, hell no. No, she won't. She won't actually do it. And this is the exact reason why I tell people get mad at me on Facebook, they get mad at me on Twitter, they get mad at me, everyone's saying, but Niko, Elizabeth Warren's progressive. It's easy to get on Twitter and insult Donald Trump. That doesn't make you progressive. It makes you as neoliberal as the next person. It is hard to talk about and deal with the things that got Trump elected. Because if you think it's only racism, you're ignorant. Jobs are scarce. This country is dying. They're tired of the establishment. They are tired of the status quo and the people who are making every attempt to maintain the status quo. The truth of the matter is, Elizabeth Warren is all bark and no bite. And at the most significant turn in her career, where she could have been part of the movement that reshaped not only this country, but the world in general, she folded. Ladies and gentlemen, that is not presidential material. That is the total opposite of presidential material. She's an okay senator. She talks a lot. She makes some pretty good tweets. She can pop off in 140 characters or less. That's great. But Trump can do that. Address the issues that need to be addressed. Address the fact that racism can be almost erased totally by education. You know how we know this? Because the most racist states are correlated with the poorest economies, which are correlated with the poorest education systems. And it's not a coincidence. Talk about the environment and start holding people accountable for who put it in danger. It's too easy to talk about Trump. But will you endorse Bernie Sanders, or will you endorse Tulsi Gabbard, or will you endorse Nina Turner whenever it isn't politically expedient for you? The answer is no, you won't. And that's why you can never be my president. Because I need someone who's going to be willing to make the tough decisions. And you are not that person. Thank you all for watching. Shout out to Cenk. You know, you got 2 progressive points for asking her that question. I appreciate it, and I'm pretty sure the rest of the fans do too. You're not that bad all the time, and at least you were bold enough to confront Elizabeth Warren where so many of us haven't had a chance to. So I will commend you on that. Take it easy. And always remember, find your balance. Peace.